Want to know why? Ask how. Howard the Humongous. We already knew that having a dog decreases your stress level, lowers your blood pressure, and increases your lifespan. Now we have a study showing that a neighborhood where people have dogs and walk them is safer than a neighborhood that goes without dogs. In 1961, the highly influential social theorist and author Jane Jacobs proposed that neighborhoods where people trust each other and watch out for each other have less crime than neighborhoods where people don't. Sounds like it makes sense. But in the 60 years since then, it's been hard to back that speculation up scientifically. Why? It's been hard to find a measure of neighborhood trust and watchfulness that will succumb to the kind of statistical treatment that scientists require. Now researchers at Ohio State University think they have found a way to do it. They guessed that neighborhoods where people have dogs and walk them have what they call paws on the street. Or as the study's lead author, Nicola Pinchek of Ohio State's Institute for Population Research puts it, people walking their dogs are essentially patrolling their neighborhoods. They see when things are not right and when there are suspect outsiders in the area. And people stop to fuss over each other's dogs. They get to know each other. Pinchak says when people are out walking their dogs, they have conversations. They pet each other's dogs. Sometimes they know the dog's name and not even the names of the owners. In other words, dog walking knits together the social fabric of a neighborhood. But does any of this stop crime? The answer is yes. A very big yes. The Ohio State University researchers reviewed data from 43,078 residents of Columbus, Ohio, in 595 census blocks to see if neighborhoods with dogs have lower crime rates than neighborhoods without dogs. The results, as writer Chris Malore sums it up, trusting neighborhoods with more dogs cut their robbery rate by a third and cut their homicide rate in half. 5 years earlier, a 2017 study of parcels of land with licensed dogs in Milwaukee had already showed slightly lower rates of property crime, very slightly. But the new study indicates that it's not the dogs barking at intruders that makes the biggest difference. It's the trust between neighbors. Yes, dogs barking in a house can ward off a burglar, but the big difference in crime is what the Ohio State University studies authors, in the very title of their journal article, call those paws on the street, and the people on the other end of the leash. Or to put it differently, a dog-walking neighborhood has what writer Chris Malore calls more eyes on the street. It is more crime-resistant than a neighborhood where people simply let their dogs loose in the backyard or have no dogs at all. Then there are the side benefits of dogs. Petting a dog lowers your levels of the stress hormone cortisol. Cuddling a dog increases your level of the hormone of love and trust, oxytocin. Owning a dog even lowers your level of triglycerides and cholesterol and guards the health of your heart. And to repeat, owning a dog increases your lifespan. The health benefits of having a pet are so substantial that Tufts University has an entire lab dedicated to pets and well-being. But most important is the way that walking your dog knits you together with your neighbors and makes your block or your neighborhood crime resistant. As Ohio State University writer Jeff Grabmeyer suggests, if you want to find a safe neighborhood to live in, Choose one where the residents trust each other and have a lot of dogs to walk. This is Howard Bloom speaking to you from the future. It's your job and my job to make. Or, want to know why? Ask how. And now for that sleazy, slimy, slippery little off button.